Hello and welcome. My name is Amir, and in this video we're going to continuing our journey on the level 6 of the Codewars. For this one I have chosen the algorithm, and let's go and try to solve maybe 2 more problems. So the first one we would choose is this one. Then we have solved this has issues, not this one, not this one, not this one. We have solved them all. This looks interesting, Roman numerals decoder. Okay, so let's go and try to solve these two. This one. Anagram difference. Given 2 words, how many letters do you have to remove from them to make them anagrams? So this is the first, this is the second, and result is 10 because 4 letters are removed from this one, O, D, W, S, and here these letters. So a word is anagram of another word if they have the same letters and usually in different order as we have here. So here we have C, E, A, and R, and here we have C, E, R, and A. All the inputs are in lowercase. When you're done with this kata, check out this one. Okay. So if I have this one, the thing that I'm thinking about is like have a collection of the letters. So I would say I have 1 C, 1 O, 1 D, and so on. And then when I get here, for each letter, I would check the collection. If this letter already exists in the collection, then I would subtract 1 from that collection. So for example, let me go here and here. So if my word is like, let's say ABC, ABC, so my collection would be like A2 and then B2 because I have 2 of each of them, and then C2. Then if the second word is something like, let's call it W for now, ADB, when I get to A, I would check this collection, and because it has 2 A's, I would subtract 1. And then I go to D. D does not exist here, so D is one of the letters that should be removed, but it is not here. So I would need another variable called counter, which will work for this one, and I would add 1 to the counter when I get to the letter D, which doesn't exist here. Then I would get to B. B already exists here, so B would be 1. And at the end I would add all these numbers and with this one, so it would be 1, 2, 4, and 5 is the number of the letters that I should remove. In this case I have A, B, so I need to remove these 4 from this and D from this one, so it would be 4. Okay, so let's go and write it. I will call this a dictionary. In the beginning it's empty, and then for every character in first word, which is W1, I would say that if the if the dictionary of the character C exists, then dictionary of the character C should be incremented. Otherwise, dictionary of that letter is 1. So this is the case for the first word. When this is done, I would define my counter for number 2. Let's initialize it with number 0, and then for let's say again C of W2. Now we would do the same thing with a little bit of change. So here, if dictionary and C exist, and the value is like greater than 0, which is like this, then we would subtract 1 from it. Otherwise, we would add 1 to the counter. This is the case when the letter is not in the first word. So when these two for loops are done, and because I'm having just only one if and else, I don't need any curly brackets, then at the end what I should return is the counter plus all the values that are already in the dic. So I would say object dot values of dictionary to give me an array of all those values, and then I would reduce it using accumulator and x, and say accumulator plus x and starting from 0. And I need to just return this value, and this is C and T, not counter, and like this. So let's test this. Right, and then attempt. Fantastic. Okay, let's go to this one. Create a function that takes a Roman numeral as its argument and then returns its value as a numeric decimal integer. You don't need to validate the form of the Roman numeral. So if we have something like this, this is 10, this is 10, and this is 1, so it should be 21. So if I have something like this and this, I and V, it would be 4. So 5 minus 1 would be 4. So let me go to the train and see how can I resolve this one. I need a dictionary. So something like this. Okay, fantastic. Then when I get the Roman number, I would split it to get the array of the characters. So I would say numbers is the Roman dot like this, and I would have the sum, which is 0. Then for all of these numbers, I would check and do something. So I would say for from 0 until I is less than and like this. So for each of these letters that are existing here, if the dictionary at that number index I exists and that number is less than the number after that, then the thing that we should do is we should say number at we would add this minus index I. So this is numbers. So what I'm saying here is that check if I have something like ix and this is less than this, I need to add this but subtract this from it. So I'd add 10 and then subtract 1, which is like adding 9. And here I can go to one step ahead. Otherwise, what we should do is just add the number. So if I have, like, for example, this, I would go and add 10, then I would go and add 1, which will be 11, which is correct. Okay, and when this for loop is done, we can return the sum. And I believe this is going to be correct. Alright, great. I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.